As somebody said last video, in New York, our barbecues are just hot dogs and hamburgers, but the summer has come to an end. This has to be the only summer, I think, where I didn't shut myself in my room the whole summer. I miss those days in high school where I would spend the whole vacation playing video games in my room for nearly 12 hours a day. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if Dueling Network is still around. I'll probably Google it after this, but I was playing that. I was playing Skyrim, and those had to be the last years of high school for me. I never really had a full gaming summer experience because I had football practice. Training camp started at like late July or something, and then I barely had a summer vacation all the time. I remember though, I used to play Minecraft with this one dude who was on the football team. We had our own server. He was one of those Minecraft players where, like, if you ever step onto someone else's server and like their server is completely mined out and they got like everything accomplished already, it's like, I don't even want to play, bro. Like, yo, you got your whole Minecraft mansion. Every nether fortress has been infiltrated. All the villages have been raided. Like, aren't y'all bored at this point? Start a new world or something if you're gonna make me join y'all, because I have nothing. And you ever join someone's world and they start giving you all this stuff like, oh yeah, so welcome to my world, bro. I already mined out all the diamonds from like a million blocks radius. Here, let me give it to you as a head start. Like, thanks. Here's a diamond pickaxe I enchanted for you to get a head start. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to do all that stuff. Can we just start a new world? Like, I don't know if I want to play with y'all anymore. But like the dude on my football team, it was his server, and we had this other guy who was also his friend, and he would play with us too. He would aggravate me so much. I stopped playing Minecraft with my friend because of that. Every day he was going through something with his dad. And listen, I'm just gonna listen. I'm just trying to play Minecraft here. I'm tired of hearing about you and your dad fighting. Like, one day, oh my God, this guy was in an argument with his dad, and he climbed the roof of his house. Not in Minecraft, but in real life. He was on the roof, and he was talking to us in text chat. Like, he brought his laptop on the roof of his crib, and he was just talking to us in game, talking about how you're gonna jump off the roof because of his dad. And that type of behavior would stress me out so much. I couldn't hang out with him anymore. And I get it, because we talk about that type of stuff a lot on the Aku Anime about, mental health and stuff like that. But I was 16 at the time. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't articulate it. I could not understand it. It kept stressing me out. I just, I'm just trying to farm here. You're talking about you on the roof of your house right now and text chat. Like, we can't even voice chat with you. At least let us talk to you that way. It's just, and going back to summertime, it doesn't have to be summer where you lock yourself in your room. You can just come back, like, even during the school year, or maybe you're working or doing other things. Whenever you have free time, that time is where you actually shut yourself in your room and play video games all day, or for the rest of the day. Come home from work or come home from school, you're locked in your room. Pure isolation. Except maybe you have your online friends you can play with. I think the best feeling that I could recall is playing video games all day, going to sleep, then waking up, and then hopping right back into that game again. But there are consequences to this. There are consequences to that shut myself in my room and play video games phase. Like, obviously, it doesn't help with productivity. When I had this phase, I sort of felt this very early on. I used to play Team Fortress 2 so much, Dota 2, and I would try to put on a podcast or something in the background. I felt like gaming was so much brain rot to me, because it was so addicting, and it never made my brain really move that way. And I feel that way today, by the way. I feel like I have a very addicting personality. Once I get hooked on something early, it's hard for me to get detached, and I will obsessively be investing my time and energy into something that I really like. When it happens with gaming, I just don't see any benefits for me besides distracting me from real life. And I don't think that's good if it's not done in moderation. Because sometimes maybe you want a game because you need a break from real life. You need to distract yourself from what you're going through. But if it's just again, moderation. What I mean by listening to a podcast, it feels like when I game sometimes, depending on the game, I don't even say depending on the game. When I play games too much, it feels so empty in my brain. Like, I want to mentally digest something that makes me think a little bit more. I can't just be sitting here mindlessly playing this game. Sure, you think about stuff when you're gaming, but it's like, it's not productive thoughts. I feel that way too if I'm gaming and I'm listening to music, but like listening to music and gaming is a cool feeling, but I just want to have some useful thoughts at the same time. I want to be thoughtful, but maybe that's just me. I dwell on a lot of things, so I guess that makes sense. See, you know what ends up happening when you game all the time? You don't even build an actual skill set besides, I don't know, oh, I'm gonna be the best healer of all time, or I'm the best builder in Minecraft, bro. I'm insane at PvP mouse clicking. Like, you know how, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That sounds kind of corny, right? That does, right? Well, really think about that. What, are you gonna put that on a resume? Oh, I'm the best dribbler in NBA 2K. I'm nice at Madden. You gonna put that on a resume? Like, what kind of skill set does this actually do for you in reality? Like, I played Dota 2 so much, and listen, you League of Legends players, you probably know this feeling too, because both of the game are MOBAs. I reached a very high ranking in Dota 2. It's same with Overwatch 1. I never played Overwatch 2, but when I used to record footage in the background, I was really high ranked. You saw I was top ranked Sombra as well. This has nothing. This did nothing for my life besides allowing me to brag about it right now. Okay, you know what's cool about that? Oh, cool, how cool you were so good at Overwatch. Overwatch 1 is dead, y'all. What, like, for real, who cares that I was high ranked and good at a game that isn't even active anymore? That has done nothing for me. Maybe when I play other first person shooter games, my aiming is a little bit better now, but okay, but what that don't bring me any money, you know? Like, I don't feel like streaming that, you know? Like, you know what Dota 2 has taught me? It taught me how to right click really fast while quickly thinking while I move my camera at the same time. Okay, that hasn't done anything for me in the long run. Like, where's the skill set at? That's a skill set, but it doesn't apply to anything practical besides the game itself or any other game that is similar to that. I probably could hop on League of Legends. I'll probably be good at League of Legends once I understand the mechanics behind the game, like the heroes or the champions. That's what you call it in League. I'll probably understand it, but like, I'll probably be good at the game too. But like, that's what that skill set has done for me. It made me good at those type of games, I guess. Like, it's sad because all I can do is blame myself for that. Like, for real, who you gonna blame for the fact you made the decision to lock yourself in your room and play video games for 12 hours a day? Who you gonna blame for the fact you chose to make those decisions yourself? Even building those skill sets in those video games or similar video games, I can't blame nobody but me. Some people think they're building social skills by talking on Discord or talking in game chat and stuff like that. It's way different talking in person though. Like, oh, I'm good at typing to somebody on Discord. That means I'm a good talker in real life. No, because you're missing out on body language. You're missing out at looking at someone in their eyes, their facial expressions, articulating a response fast enough while you're standing in front of someone or something like that. You know, that social anxiety. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's so many other factors. And it's crazy because, tell me I'm lying here, for anyone who spends countless hours locked in their room, or you don't really, let's say you come home from school or work and you just sit in your room and you just do whatever. Let's say you game or you just sleep or you watch Netflix or whatever like that, right? When you actually go outside and you need to socialize, it feels like you don't even belong in society. Everything feels weird. Maybe you don't even go outside to socialize. You go outside to go to the corner store or something like that. You just don't feel like you belong here. Everything is weird. This also happens when I'm locked in my room and I'm coding or working. I don't even have to be playing video games. I'll be working on a project for like a week or two. I won't need to leave my house. Why? I work from home. I can order groceries off of Amazon. I don't need to go to a grocery store. I don't need to go anywhere. Like, I'll go for a jog early in the morning. Like, I tell you, I'll be going for jogs at like 4:30 a.m., but I don't socialize with anyone that early. Who's going to be up at 4:30 besides me? That's why I'm out there with my dog. Like for real, I'm not trying to talk to anybody. Otherwise, I would be out there during the daytime. My friends, we go out like twice a month. But when I do show up and we hang out, I feel weird. It's not a bad feeling for me because I'm aware why I feel this way. But I'm able to adjust myself quickly now. Because I know, like, oh, I haven't been talking to people for like a few weeks, but now I'm hanging out with my friends, so I know I just gotta get over that feeling right now, so I'll just adjust real quickly. But before, it would hinder my social abilities. I wasn't able to do that before. I would just be really awkward or just have crazy social anxiety in person. But then sometimes I go through a phase where I'm not in my room the whole time. I'm going out consistently, or I'm doing activities. I'm hanging out with friends, family, or anything like that. And that sounds easy to do. But not everyone has that, because I didn't always have friends in real life. I only started getting friends in real life last year. I'm hitting 30 soon. I've never been a social person or the type to have friends in person. I've never been that way. I don't even like going outside. Still to this day, even though I have friends, I don't like going outside. I don't really like hanging out around my family either, because I just not social like that. So I've mostly been like, most of my friends, they just been online. My closest friends have been online, at least. Those are where most of my friendships have been. It's hard for me to be social even online for me too. I don't interact with many people consistently. And again, it goes back to who is to blame for this though? Am I going to be like, oh man, I'm going to be mad at somebody else for the fact that, I chose to make a decision to sit at home all day and play video games, or I didn't balance my social life with me being locked in my room doing certain things. I mean, listen, you may have your own personal reasons to your own life. I mean, are you really going to blame other people though? Like, I have my own personal reasons to my own life that I don't feel like sharing right now, but some of you probably know from older episodes of the Aku Anime. I mean, I can put some blame on other situations that happened to me. I could blame that. But, at the same time, I can't blame everything on other people all the time, or other situations. Sometimes I have to take the initiative myself. But that phase of shutting down your room, I think it has more negatives than positives. I do enjoy escaping life a bit. I do enjoy getting distracted by non-real life things through video games, or I like distracting my mind because maybe I'm going through too much. But the effect it has overall and during the long term, it's not easy to fix, but it is fixable. What do you guys think? This episode is also found on Spotify and YouTube. Watch the sun bleed. It's our time to go out while we watch the sun down.
I got what I asked for, but I think it's never mine. We try to shine our own way, but the stars are not aligned. Laser on the heat, best bet you better hide. Said to do what's best, now my thoughts are on decline. Take a trip with me, we can share confessions. What's next for us? That's a loaded question. You go first, you have the best expressions. I'm looking up, now I see a dark sky heaven. Watch the sun bleed, it's our time to go out. While we watch the sun down, silent guy forever peace, now there's no doubt. While we watch the sun down, fears or hopes are gone, we don't know what that's about. While we watch the